then we will move into unfinished business. And the first item up is the second review of policy 5310.01, emergency nursing services. And this was a new policy that the policy committee did recommend for adoption.
So moved to approve.
I'm not sure, based on the process, where the right point is to ask for consideration of a couple changes in wording. Would that be prior to the motion or after the second?
It can be,
What I'm looking at
if
is
you
in
don't
the
have a
first...
second.
Okay, in the first paragraph, it reads, to provide for the protection of students, the district shall make available emergency nursing services during the regular school, then it says along with calling 911, during the regular school day and during all school-sponsored activities. And it's just, I think, maybe more housekeeping, but what I recommend is that we look at to provide for the protection of our students, the district shall make available emergency nursing services during the school day and during sponsored activities. The provision of such services is not meant to impede or replace the use of emergency services when necessary. I think that along with calling 911 is kind of more of a specific statement that doesn't encompass the use of all emergency services. I mean, that may not be what's necessary, or it could be. I don't know how on first pass I missed this, so I apologize for not bringing it up last month. And then further down where we read the district shall provide for the management of illness, and then it refers to a policy. It reads electronically on Infinity, that paragraph. And I have this, I can send to you in writing as well, but basically it's a rewrite in the same method. The district administrator shall develop guidelines that will, number one, record and develop process to make available student emergency information electronically on Infinity. Number two, make available equipment, supplies, and space for the delivery of emergency nursing services that are appropriate and readily accessible. And then identify a district-wide medical advisor. And so rather than having it in paragraph form listing as item 1, 2, and 3, that next paragraph seems to be redundant to the previous when you really read it. It's kind of a restating of what was stated in the previous paragraph. So that rewrite would incorporate all of that together. None of these recommended changes, I think if we choose not to even clean that up, it doesn't change. The policy's fine as written. It's just more understandable with the rewrite. So if that's something that, and I apologize, I missed it on first pass, so I probably should have brought this up last month, and I'm then prior waiting for it now.
We haven't had a second yet.
No, we haven't, so.
It can die.
It can die.
Yes, it
And
can.
we can simply amend this and then,
Go
or we
forward.
can vote on the amendment first and then the amended motion.
I
Either
can say
way.
to you as written, so it's not.
Might I ask that we just table the issue and then we can get the language cleaned up and bring it back next month?
It's not a pressing issue.
It's not a
No.
policy that is critical at this point in time.
Yes, that would be fine. We will do that and bring it back then as the second read next month.
That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you, sorry.
No, that works fine.